relationships aren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think it's because I'm in a relationship with the person you're supposed to be with that it's gonna be peaches and cream. Friend, confidant. I heard Ayanna say, "I'm not my sister's keeper. I am my sister." That is so powerful. I am.
So, you have lots of followers on Facebook, Instagram. You post frequently throughout the day. But a lot of these women that follow you don't know the real Amanda. They don't know, quote unquote, the struggle. What has your struggle been like?
Okay. I remember the day I got a letter in the mail that my house was going to be foreclosed on. After going through a divorce, we weren't communicating, I would say. So I'm thinking, he's still staying in the house. I left. So, the mortgage was not being paid and I'm like, bye. Whatever, I don't care. You get in that place where I don't care what happens. My peace is my priority right now. So after I kind of went through that and got my senses back, like, okay, I can use that house. I might be able to, get the sage,
some things and do some things.
Get the sage and get all the bad energy out.
Smudge it out. So
I ended up breaking my lease at the apartment, moving back, and just trying to fight to keep my house, because it's a house. Wherever me and my daughter is, that's where our home is. Just ended up through prayer, because it's really aggravating when you're going through modification. You're trying to keep your house. Ain't no people be going through things. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But eventually I ended up getting a modification, and my mortgage went completely down. So I'm very happy about that. Another thing, just the struggle of being a single mom, a single parent, not having enough money, not having enough coins. And that was before I was really doing the shirts and trying to figure out what can I do. I remember going to the ATM and
that ATM moment.
Okay,
who can relate to the ATM insufficient 0.000 on that screen?
Checking your account like, I ain't gonna be able to do too much this month.
When you're standing in front of that ATM machine, or when you're looking at your cell phone and you're looking at that balance, what goes through your mind first?
I gotta do something different. I don't want to have to worry about, giving the cashier the card. That moment, like,
decline. You're like, oh, that's the wrong card. Give me 1 second.
So I was like, I got to do something different. I know that there is more in me that I could be doing than just working a 9 to 5.
I believe that we are all born with our gift. Purpose. What was that aha? You know what? Let me show y'all what I got.
I think it is just feeling like there has to be more. I don't think it was a moment. It was just moments, where I'm like, it's so much more to me. When you get to that place where you start talking to yourself.
Yes.
Like,
yes, man. Out loud too.
You gotta get it together.
Yes, ma'am.
You're talented. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You can be doing so much. And back then I was doing poetry, and people were paying me to do poetry. But when you are just going through so many things, you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And I just got to a point where I started affirming things in my life. Affirmations are so powerful. Shameless plug, and it's so crazy how this even happened. So I make custom earrings, and I remember asking a couple of ladies in Jacksonville that I knew that does earrings, telling them that I wanted Queens Don't Quit on my earrings, and I wanted it done like this. I saw the vision and everything, and they weren't able to do it. So I'm like, told my husband, I'm like, babe, I really want to put Queens on Quit on some earrings and rock them. So we figured out how to do it. We got it done, and I posted it on Facebook.
And we flopped.
Yes.
We flopped.
Yes. It wasn't even something that I ever spoke or wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to touch women and I wanted to reach women. And God used earrings.
Yes, ma'am. When you walk,
it's so crazy.
People have to understand the gift is within us.
Yeah.
Okay. When you accept that gift is within you, and you walk in that purpose,
yeah,
it's like that movie. If you build it, they'll come.
Yes.
If you create it, we will come. We will support.
Yes.
And those that don't support aren't supposed to support.
That's right.
They're not. But we have to be bold enough. We have to be bold enough to just step. Here's something that some of the viewers may not know. You and I both work for the same utility company.
Yes.
You're still there.
Yes.
I spoke it in the atmosphere before I knew the power of my voice.
Yes.
I had no idea I had voice. Yeah. But I spoke it the first month I was employed at the utility company. I'm not giving y'all 10 years.
Didn't even know what you was talking about.
Right now, I told Miss Perry, because I know she's watching. I told her, I said, Miss Perry, they can't get 10 years out of me. Her goal is to retire. She's still there. I said, they can't get 10 years out of me. This right here, 9.5 they got. And I resigned, retired, whatever you want to call it.
Did those words come back to you later?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Like you said.
When I was sitting at the house and the rent was due and we ain't had no money. But you said, and for me, I went to your sister first. And I said, I'm leaving. I had gotten in a car accident. I'm leaving. I got a check coming in. I'm leaving. She was part of the society. Fee. And it made me nervous.
Yeah.
But I did it. You're still in the workplace.
Yeah.
Share with me the hats you wear and the thoughts that run through your mind as you migrate to being fully self-sufficient in your gift.
The hats. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. Full-time employee.
Recent graduate.
Was in school full-time as well. Entrepreneur, trying to grind. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm getting to that point, like you eventually got to that point where it's like, okay, I want to do what I know God has called me to do full-time. But that check every 2 weeks. B-U-T. But that check every 2 weeks. It's comfortable. It's what I've been knowing. I mean, I've been at that company since I graduated from high school. So it's like, I don't know any other way besides walking in my purpose. And I keep telling myself it's never going to be comfortable. It's not going to be like I'm going to wake up one day and like, okay, Amanda, this is the day. It's a peaceful day. Go ahead and do it. It's never going to. I just have to do it. I
will say this for me. It was a moment. He came to me. I'm sitting in my lazy boy minding my own business out on FMLA. And he said at 1:00, go give them their badge. Not your badge. Go give them their badge. I'm like, Lord.
Are you sure?
We watching TV right now. I have that relationship. He said it again. Clear as day. At 1:00, go give them their badge. Father, we have a mortgage. At the time, my truck was not paid off. I have 2 children. I don't know what. Wrong person. That. On that third time, I did get up. I did go to work. But the whole ride, I'm talking myself out of it. What I'm going to do? Ebony going to kill me. That's her sister. But I did it. And when I say when it's your turn, when it's your time, you'll know.
Okay.
There won't be a doubt. You won't have the bubble guts, the warning sign. It'll be just a calmness. I sat it on the counter and I walked away. And it was just that, Lord have mercy. But that was in 2012.
You still grinding. You still here.
It's 2018. I can't imagine going back. So I say to you, when it's time, don't let it be a brick that hits you.
Okay.
Listen to those pebbles, because the pebbles are your warning. Beep, beep, that sonar, beep, beep,
Right.
beep, beep. And then trust he's going to make a way. And you hit on the head. Entrepreneurship is not easy street. You know that, even just making your products. How many shirts had you had to give away or trash, or how many earrings broke?
A lot.
How many nights did you stay up trying to redesign it because it just wouldn't balance?
How many people say, send me an invoice and don't pay?
You know, there are going to be days where it's just like they say, if you're not working, you're not eating. You're not bringing in money. And it's a constant battle. But
be self-motivated.
Yes.
You cannot do it.
You can't rely on other people motivating you every time.
Don't do it.
Yeah. And think about it. How many businesses were in business when you were 15 that aren't in business right now?
Exactly.
Or they've had to redo their business to stay afloat.
Yes.
You know, the one I use, for example, is Burger King.
Yep.
It's called Burger King for a reason.
They selling everything.
Y'all selling hot dogs now. The Whopperito.
Okay.
So you will have to transform. You will have to adapt to change, but it can be done. So when we talk about the struggle and how you've overcome it, to those women that are sitting at home and they're saying, no, I can't. What do you say to her?
I would say, stop saying I can't. That's number one. There is power in what we speak. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So are you speaking life? Are you speaking death? Are you speaking fear or speaking faith? You know, so change what you're saying to yourself. And also the people that are around you. What are they saying to you? Girl, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that with 3 kids. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that with a full-time job. Do it. Don't give yourself any excuses.
Find that inner voice to keep yourself motivated.
Yes, because it's not going to be a good day every day. You know, it's not going to be, oh my God, I'm an entrepreneur. Yes. No.
We have those days.
Yes.
When you're like, I ain't even in the mood.
Oh my God.
But even that, I've called you on days and you're like, Fee, not today. I'm in my pajamas.
Yep.
We do have to recharge.
Yes.
Speak on that.
Definitely. It's very important. And to have girl time. You know, some days I'll call Fee. I'll call you and like, let's go to breakfast. Or you'll call me, want to do lunch? You know, you need that
sister bonding
time. And every day doesn't have to be go, go, go. You know, I know there's a quote that says, you know, don't sleep. You know, why not? I like to sleep.
Your body recharges. That's when you get the new ideas.
Yes.
You do have to recharge. I agree with that. So your event this year, the Sisterhood Brunch, what's the driver behind that? Because we're going on year 2.
Yeah.
Last year was amazing. If you missed it, I was there. Let me tell you, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
What do you envision with this second year?
So I'll be honest, and maybe you've experienced this too. I haven't always had the best relationships with women. And stemming back from when I thought about it last night, because I'm getting ready for the interview today, and I'm like, when did it start? When did I start not trusting my sister, honestly? And I remember my ex was messing with this girl that he worked with. And she called me. He was not coming home or something. So he was like, well, one of my coworkers has a son and I'm helping her with her son. You know, the father's not in his life. And so she called me to reassure me that, yeah, he's just taking my son out doing, you know, that was before we had Ashley. And it was a lie. They were together. And after that, it just, because I was so trusting and so naive, it just broke my spirit. And I feel like after that, my relationship with my friends changed, my relationship with ladies, period. I'm like, I don't trust you, you know.
So we all were put in the same boat?
Everybody. It was like Yes. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
But it does kind of make you think, is this person being truthful to me? Can I really let my guard down with her? So that started. And also I've talked to you about my relationship with my big sister. We haven't always had the best relationship. I really thought like she didn't like me growing up. I was the middle child. She was the oldest.
That just tickles me.
I don't know. I just felt like she didn't like me growing up. And to me, she made people who didn't really know me have this bad perception about me. And that really hurt me. And I went to my aunt, who was like my second mom, and she was like, pray about it, because everything that I was doing to try to make it better, it wasn't working. So sometimes you just have to take your hands off of the situation and leave it alone, pray about it, and keep it moving. And slowly but surely, it's like our relationship started to improve. I can't even pinpoint when it happened, but now we're just like so close and so cool. The thing that started the sisterhood brunch, I had a slight disagreement with somebody on Facebook. I didn't even know the lady, but she posted, I'm so sick of people using the word queen. It's overused. And so I reshared her post, and my post was, I would rather be called a queen than a B or a H, And so she posted under my comment like, this wasn't a queen move. If you had a opinion, you should have just wrote your opinion or whatever. But she didn't give me a chance to respond, to apologize, to explain myself.
Did she hit the delete button?
She hit the delete, the block, I don't even care what you got to say. So after that must have struck something in me. And I was just like, it's so crazy how, we'll immediately delete or dismiss each other, but we'll stay with the Negro for years. He can do this, that, and the other, but we hold on to that relationship and fight for that relationship. But when it comes to friends, when it comes to just sisterhood, we ready to kick you to the curb. You do one thing.
When do you think that started? What do you think created that distrust?
Because we started disrespecting each other. We talked behind each other's back. Instead of coming to each other and saying, hey, this is how I feel about this. You did this. It made me feel this way. Somebody posted something like, everybody is grown until it's time to communicate.
Ooh,
and as women, we have issues with that. Like, we'll screenshot stuff. We'll talk behind each other's back. If your friend don't like her, then she don't like you. And you ain't know did me. Nothing to, all of that. And it's petty. Jealousy is a factor. We all have flaws. We all have things that we can work on in this sisterhood, but it starts with respect. Respect my relationship. Respect what I'm trying to do. I see a lot of people, I let her hold some money. She ain't pay me back. All of this on Facebook. If you have time to write a whole post, you have time to tell
millions of people.
Yeah, you have time to text this woman, message this woman, and say, hey, we need to talk. I've been hurt in business relationships and personal relationships and things like that. I've deleted some people, and I've had to go back and apologize. I've said some things. I've had to go back and apologize. I've ended some friendships, and I had to go back and say, you know what? This friendship meant something to me. It's some things that we need to work on, but I think the good outweighs the bad. Let's work on it. Communication
and respect, I agree, are key factors. The first time you had to humbly go back and apologize, what was your takeaway?
Me and my best friend, LaWanda, we've known each other forever. We started having our bumps and hiccups after we both divorced. It's like we kind of grew apart. We were going through so much. We have kids and different things, but it was little things that was messing up our relationship. And I remember telling her, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Just like that.
Yeah. Text her. I didn't even call. But I was like, you know what? You have to sit back and think. And I did. When I was going through different things with my ex, I remember LaWanda coming to pick me up and we would go to a hotel, spend the night, get all type of snacks, talk all night. That's a friend. Mm-hmm. I remember crying one day. He sent somebody else something for Valentine's Day.
And you didn't get any
on our card. So I saw I'm thinking, oh my God, he got me something. It never came. I called, you know how we do our investigation. Mm-hmm. He sent it to somebody else. Broke my heart. I called her crying. She barely could understand what I was saying. But she came over. She comforted me. She let me know that everything's going to be okay. That's a friend. Not this little petty stuff, you know. So I had to really realize, okay, do I lose a friend over something this small when she's done so much for me and been there for me? Needed to borrow money. She's let me borrow money when I needed it. No, that's dumb. So I had to humble myself and apologize. And I believe, I don't know, probably did text her and was like, you know, we need to be friends again. And that's how we reconnected. But
I think it's seeing value.
Yes.
You know how I get these thoughts in my head. So what I'm seeing right now is like a 1972 BMW. Mm-hmm. When it was built in 72, it was probably $5,000. Mm-hmm. It's 2018. That car is probably $150,000. Mm-hmm. They see value in that age.
Yeah.
We tend to lose sight of the value of the longevity of that relationship. And some relationships are short term, but there's value in it.
Yes.
And we tend to say, you done ticked me off. No, you didn't. And now we done. Just
done.
Wash my hands.
Done.
But not only does that person that you cut off suffer, you suffer.
Yeah, because you miss her.
You know you miss her. You know you miss me. If you could say two things that you definitely want them to walk away from and chew on till the next brunch, what would be the two things
we all have come from different walks of life. We all have grown up differently. So understanding that it's okay to be you and also let your guard down a little bit and get to know another woman for who she is. Yes, compassion, respect, humility. I just keep hearing that word because in relationships, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to go through things. We're going to say things to each other that we don't mean. So you have to be quick to forgive. Quick to forgive. I am not my sister's keeper. I am my sister. Meaning, I know what you've been through. I know those tears. I know that facial expression. I've been there. I see you. I feel you. So you don't have to be ashamed of what you're going through because I've been there. You're not alone. That's a sister. We don't have to be blood related. Some of the best relationships, me and Fisha didn't grow up together. Our paths crossed at a job, but we have a lifetime friendship. So sister is, man, it's powerful. It's respect, unity. If you need something, if I need something, we should be able to call each other and not feel like we're going to be judged. How many people have gone through things by themselves and they didn't have to because they thought they were going to be judged and didn't feel like they could reach out? With sisterhood, we really have to listen for that I'm okay, but really listen, because behind that I'm okay is depression, anxiety, hurt, struggle, tears, all of that. But I'm okay. I'm okay. But at night, when you're by yourself, that's when it really hits you like, I'm not okay. So as a sister, I know I'm going to stop saying I'm okay, and I'm going to investigate when my sister says I'm okay.
And I thank you for hosting the 2017 Sisterhood Brunch because it was so fulfilling to me. So for 2018, what do you want us to take away?
Well, let me go back. 2017 was amazing, and I just feel like I had to keep going. I didn't know whether I was going to do another one. It was like, I don't know if this is something I want to continue, but it had to happen.
Yes.
And it needs to continue to happen and get better. So this year I've added so many different elements so that I can do more. We have a little sister sponsorship. We have a big sister sponsorship. And we also have a sister-to-sister business sponsorship. Ooh. Where we're raising money to be able to give to at least 4 ladies. I want to do more, but at least 4 ladies to help go towards their business.
Final words?
My daughter actually made this band. She's making one for every attendee. And I wanted her to make this because I came up with this cool slogan, and it's sisters that band together, stand together.
I love that. Let's say that one together.
Sisters that band together, stand together. Yes, I look forward to meeting and greeting each and every one of you. Invite your sister, your auntie, your best friend, your grandma, your great grandma, anybody, any lady that means a lot to you. And I'm telling you, you're gonna have an amazing time.
You really will. There's no doubt about that part. You will have an amazing time. And remember, sisters that band together, stand together. Hope to see you.